run back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Breeze in the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. The linebacker C.J. Mosley of Baltimore with a tackle. When you think about the history of this Pro Bowl game, there was an all-star game going all the way back to 1939, but it officially became called the Pro Bowl in, I think, 1951.
You're exactly right, and that game was played out in L.A.
And he's into the clear. Touchdown! George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the NFC able to widen their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Breeze will bring his guys to the line to go for 2. Now the New York Giants star playing in the Pro Bowl as a rookie, Saquon Barkley. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now it's Connor. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, this the 2019 Pro Bowl. The AFC's won both games that have been played here in Orlando since they moved it here. Both have been competitive, 20-13 2 seasons ago, and then last year in 2018 it was 24-23 the final.
Yeah, and 2 years ago, Travis Kelce, Lorenzo Alexander were the game MVPs, offense and defense respectively. And then last year, Delaney Walker of the Titans, their tight end, he won it on offense. And Von Miller of the Broncos won it on defense.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be 4th down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the AFC. Pulled in at the 24. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the NFC is going to have a short field as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Pass interference.
Now let's see who this is on. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a play fake. Breeze. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, it felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. The longtime Cardinal Patrick Peterson in on the tackle. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. Julio Jones, 29 yards. And the NFC able to use the short field as they cash in for 6. Great play, but admittedly, the tackling in the Pro Bowl, Charles, not always the best.
I would say that they're not quite as committed to getting a guy on the ground in the Pro Bowl as maybe during the regular season and, of course, in the playoffs. But still, heck of an individual effort there on that run.
Now Breeze will bring his guys to the line to go for 2. Just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And this is going to be secured by the AFC. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They run with Connor. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year for the Rams, there on the stop. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he floated one out there incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th. And maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. In on the tackle there, Bobby Wagner coming off a 3rd straight All-Pro season. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. It's a big play that time for the NFC. 56 yards. Now Breeze on the bootleg. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Zach Ertz there to make the grab. And the NFC adds on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On first down, Mahomes. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And again, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Caught left side, Hopkins. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now it's Mahomes again. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Yellow.
One final try for Mahomes. Under pressure, and they got to him again. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other. And, oh, by the way, no one got hurt. There's the win for everyone. I think the fans enjoyed this one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.